The topic of presentation is clinical study of strabismus and its sensory and motor adaptations. I am the author of the paper Dr. Kranti Sudhir Shivsagar, JR3 GMC Nanded. My co-author is Dr. Vivek Sahasrabuddhe, who is professor and head of the department in ophthalmology in GMC Nanded. Strabismus, commonly known as squint, it is a clinical condition in which eyes are not aligned in a proper way. Aim of the study is to determine prevalence of different types of strabismus in patients of all age groups, gender-wise predisposition, refractive errors associated with various types of strabismus, and the treatment modalities carried out for the ocular alignment. 90 cases were studied in detail in terms of visual acuity, retinoscopy, prism test, and synaptophore. Materials and methods. The study design, being prospective observational type, was carried out in all the walk-in patients coming to ophthalmic OPD in tertiary care hospital. The study duration was 18 months. All the patients with strabismus were included in the study, whereas the patients not willing for giving consent and those who had undergone any squint correction surgeries in the past were excluded from the study. It was found in the study that among 90 cases, 51 were females, 39 were males, which contributed to 57% and 43% respectively. Seeing the age-wise distribution, majority of cases were between 0 to 5 years of age, followed by 6 to 10 years, and the least being in adult age. In this slide, we can see that 50 cases had exotropia, 29 were esotropic, 5 cases were paralytic ones, intermittent squint and strabismus with syndromes like Duane's retraction were 4 and 2 respectively. Hence, this study showed that 55.5% of the strabismic patients had exotropia. This slide is about the refractive error associated with type of strabismus. From this study, we concluded that 92% of cases with exotropia were myopic, whereas only 8% of exotropes were hyperopic. Also, 24.13 of cases with exotropia were myopic, whereas 75.86% exotropics were hyperopic. In this study, we also came across amblyopic patients. Among 90 cases, 11 had strabismic amblyopia, which contributed to 12% of the population. It was also found that majority of amblyopics were exotropes with refractive error of hyperopia. No cases of myopia with amblyopia were seen in esotropic patients. During the study, we came across that the motor adaptation most commonly seen in strabismic patients was the compensatory head position. 3 cases of paralytic squint and 1 case of Duane's retraction syndrome had the compensatory head posture. Also, 2 cases of A pattern esotropia had chin elevation. 1 case with A pattern exotropia had chin depression. 2 cases of V pattern exotrope had chin elevation, whereas no cases of V pattern esotrope were seen. We all know that the visual system uses some mechanism to avoid confusion and diplopia. These mechanisms are primarily suppression, abnormal retinal correspondence, and amblyopia. During study, we came across 11 amblyopic patients. 3 amongst these had abnormal retinal correspondence. Although these 3 adaptations may be considered separately, but in most cases, total adaptation will consist of the interplay of all the 3 adaptations, that is, the suppression of abnormal retinal correspondence and amblyopia. Towards the management part, among 90 cases, 2 patients with Duane's retraction syndrome were given no treatment, as none of them had any amblyopia, and we all know as the majority of the patients with Duane's retraction syndrome need no surgical intervention. 43 cases underwent surgery. To be precise, there were 2 NAPS procedure, 5 inferior oblique myectomy, 1 transposition of lateral rectus muscle, 35 medial rectus lateral rectus recession resection, and vice versa. Cycloplegic refraction showed good results In 31 cases, 14 were treated with orthoptics and occlusion therapy. This slide shows preoperative and postoperative photos of the patients. We can clearly see the results are remarkable. From the study, we concluded that exotropia was found to be the most common type, followed by esotropia, paralytic strabismus, and intermittent exotropia being the least common. Males affected predominantly, and the common age group was 0 to 5 years. Myopia was more associated with exotropia. 12% were amblyopics, wherein majority were esotropic with refractive error of hypermetropia. 9 cases showed motor adaptation, whereas 11 had sensory adaptations. Successful ocular realignment was seen in both surgical and optical management. Thank you.